Maulang umaga sa inyong lahat. Magandang tanghali, magandang gabi, especially those at the other side of the world. There is no time and space between us. There is only this present moment, and we are one. We now begin with reading from the diary of Saint Faustina Kowalska. On diary entry number 935, my contact with the dying is, just as it has been in the past, very close. I often accompany a person who is dying far away. But my greatest joy is when I see the promise of mercy fulfilled in these souls. The Lord is faithful. What He once ordains, He fulfills. Rosin was saying that she has been very, very close to the dying. So it has already been very ordinary for her to go to places where she hadn't been, very far away, where the dying is located. So she would be, again, by locating to that place and assist the soul in the transitioning process. When we say transition, the soul from this earth moves to the next world. The veil that covers the great unseen is now slowly being lifted, and the soul who does not see the other side of the veil now becomes, or now is able to see what is beyond, what lies beyond. The first thing that the soul would see, I'm not sure, but maybe the first that the soul would see would be the veil of his past, the good and the bad. So it's just a flashback. These are things that would be flashback, things that happened way, way, way back past, but way, way back from the time that the soul began its journey. And if the soul has lived a good life, the process would be very easy. The angels will be accompanying the soul to the Father back in heaven, or there would be a judgment. The tribunal of mercy will be very imminent, because all the things that the soul has done has been previewed. There will be no need for any witness. There will be no need for a lawyer or someone who would defend the soul. Everything lies openly, very clear, without a doubt, all the things that the soul had committed. Guilty beyond doubt, kumbaga, no? Face to face with the Lord. The Lord is the Lord of judgment. Pero again, Lord of mercy pa rin siya. The Lord will not invoke His power to render whatever punishment the soul deserves. So the first thing that the Lord would do would be to be merciful to the soul. The Lord may be extending His hand so that the soul would be able to reach out and journey back to the Father. But we do not know whether the soul would be accepting the offer of the hand of Jesus. The Lord will be giving the soul three chances. And if the soul would not accept the hand of Jesus, the offer of Jesus, then he clearly chose his destiny. He would proceed to the cleansing stage, to the purging process, so that he or the soul would be worthy of facing God. Final spiritual marriage, we have to be completely pure, clean, because God is holy, thrice holy. And when we say God is thrice holy, God is spotless, very pure, very perfect. And so, if the Lord would choose his spouse, definitely the spouse or the bride has to be also pure and clean. So he would aid the soul to be clean. Tutulungan niya yung kaluluwa na maging malinis. The soul will be sent to the purging process for further cleansing. That is why it is very important for us that while still living here on earth, we dedicate ourselves in the cleansing process. We give in to several processes. We have to consciously pay for whatever debts we have. Otherwise, the payment would be at the other side, which would be more difficult. It would take longer time. But if we would be able to relocate purgatory here on earth, so that while you are still living, you will already be consciously paying. So again, paying may be monetary, pay it in the form of monetary payment. But if you would really consciously think this is for this following sin, no, or for this is for the sin that I can no longer imagine, that I can no longer recall, this payment is for those sins. Just flow, flow, flow. Donate to charity, help people, do the seven spiritual works, do the seven corporal works. And there is no waste of payment. If you have paid beyond or in excess of the debts that you committed, there's no problem with that because the payment would already be for your own account already, for your own bank account. But because you have overpaid, so positive na yung iyong bank account. And that is good. The credit would be available for withdrawal anytime you desire. And just like Faustina, she had a lot of deposit. Whenever she would need those deposits in heaven, readily available yun for withdrawal. When a certain soul needs something, needs to be saved, for instance, Faustina has the money, quote unquote, no? Faustina has the resources to buy whatever it is that that soul needs. So if the soul needs this, Faustina has something to give. If the soul needs to be saved because of the sins, Faustina can readily withdraw from her bank account, and the soul would instantly be saved. When we go to the dying, especially the dying, no? Promise of the divine mercy is applicable only for the living, buhay pa. Pray the chaplet at the side of the one who's dying, the bedside. Then we are facilitating the process, the transition process of the soul. The soul immediately finds peace. The soul immediately grabs the hands of Jesus. The soul immediately sees the light, and therefore the soul quickly joins with his creator. That is why we light candles when a person dies, no? Because the light symbolizes the light at the other side. So the light of the candle will serve as guide for the soul during his travel. So let us continue what Faustina had done. Again, we are the Faustinas of the present world. When Faustina said, I think it's the other day now, when Faustina said she would not forget Earth, the humanity, even when she had reached Jesus or had union with Jesus. She would go back. Faustina's gone back, and Faustina represents all of us. Now we represent, I mean, Faustina. And if Faustina is within us, and because we know what she had done, Faustina would be or is our role model. We do or we follow what Faustina had done. And so we pray for the dying. There are thousands of souls dying every hour. Thousands, not just one. And we do not know them because every minute there's a soul leaving or departing earth. That is why it is part of our 3 a.m. prayer, praying for the soul at the start. We pray specifically, we pray for specific persons, but we also include all those in the process of transitioning and all those which have passed on for the last 24 hours. It is already your responsibility to pray for them. We are a community praying together. Whatever your thoughts, whatever your intentions, we are one. And all our intentions are also one. So that's for the dying. And also, again, let us not forget the power of the Divine Mercy Chaplet for the living, especially those who are sick. No, we pray for them who are having difficulties in life, suffering a lot, or being sick, plainly sick. Why do we pray for their healing? Now, why not just allow them to suffer? For just like Faustina, who used her suffering to save more souls. Again, we pray for the healing of people because when they get healed, they would be better instrument of mercy to others. We do not have the same power as Faustina. So if we are well, we can reach out to people. We can always use our feet to go to those who need our help. We can use our hands to help people. So we go to them, we pray for the sick so that whenever they become healed, another another soldier is added to our army or prayer warriors. No?